Well, they went on till it was about dark, and they began to think of some place where they could spend the night. About this time they came in sight of a house, and Jack told them to keep still while they went up and looked in through the window. And there were some robbers counting over their money. Then Jack went back and told the animals to wait till he gave the word, and then to make all the noise they could. So when they were all ready, Jack gave the word, and the cat meowed, and the dog barked, and the goat bleated, and the bull bellowed, and the rooster crowed, and all together they made such a dreadful noise that it frightened the robbers away. And then they went in and took over the house. Jack was afraid the robbers would come back in the night, and so when it was bedtime he put the cat in the rocking chair, he put the dog under the table, and he put the goat upstairs, and he put the bull in the cellar, and the rooster flew up on the roof, and Jack went to bed. By and by the robbers saw it was all dark, and they sent one man back to the house to look for their money. Before long he came back with a great fright and told them his story. "I went back to the house," he said. "I went in and tried to sit down in the rocking chair, and there was an old woman knitting, and she stuck her knitting needles into me. That was the cat, you know. I went to the table to look for the money, and there was a shoemaker under the table, and he stuck his all into me. That was the dog, you know. I started to go upstairs, and there was a man up there threshing, and he knocked me down with his flail. That was the goat, you know. I started to go down the cellar, and there was a man down there chopping wood, and he knocked me out with his axe. That was the bully, you know. But I shouldn't have minded all that if it hadn't been up for that little fellow on top of the house, who kept a-hollering, 'Chuck him up to me, chuck him up to me.' Of course, that was the cock-a-doodle-doo." It's kind of a weird story.
Sarai seemed to like it. Didn't you, Boo-Boo? You were giggling and smiling.